Okay, welcome to Reb3l and our presentation on how to transform your health and fitness in 2018. Now, during this presentation, I'm going to take you through exactly why people fail at losing weight and how you can avoid this. I'm going to show you why habits are more important than plans, what balance really means when it comes to weight loss, and if you stay until the end, I'm going to give you 3 steps that you can implement today that's going to help you lose up to 14 pounds in just 30 days. Now, before I put this presentation together, I decided to jump onto Google and I just simply typed in how to lose weight. It came back with 18.5 million results. So I thought to myself, you know what, I'm not being specific enough. Let me go a little bit more detail. So I typed in the best diet to lose weight. Sorry, the best diet for weight loss. 89.5 million results came back. Now, can you see why so many people are confused? There's that much conflict and information out there. It's like a minefield and people don't know where to turn to. And then you factor into the fact of social media and what other people are telling them as well. And it's complete information overload. And this is one of the reasons why so many people fail to lose weight. But before I take you through the presentation, let me just tell you a little bit about myself and the studio. Our studio is based at the Matchworks in Speak and we're called Reb3l. We're a boutique fitness studio that offers one-to-one coaching programs, semi-private coaching programs for 3 to 5 people, and we also have a full fitness class timetable running throughout the week. We specialise in weight loss, predominantly for women, although you can see from the photo a few men have snuck through, and we do this through personalised nutritional programs, fitness programs, as well as lifestyle coaching as well. A little bit about myself so you can understand who you're talking to. My name is Matt Ibbs, originally from Swanage in Dorset. I've been in Liverpool now for around about 12 years. I'm the founder of Reb3l, which was previously called Liverpool Personal Training Studios, but I now co-own Reb3l with one of the trainers called Dave Mercer. In 2008, I was voted UK Personal Trainer of the Year at the International Fitness Showcase Awards. I'm actually the first personal trainer to win it outside of London. I've written for the Daily Mirror, Liverpool Echo, loads of other fitness magazines and various fitness publications as well, both online and offline. I'm actually a coach to the coaches, so I actually coach other personal trainers how to get the best results for their clients and for their business. And I'm also the founder of our 12-week transformation plan. I've been in the industry for around about 20 years now. Let's get one thing really clear before we start. Weight loss is not as easy as people say. It's actually quite patronising when people talk about weight loss because they just give this really simple piece of advice. Eat less, exercise more. If weight loss was that easy, then people wouldn't fail. What people forget to factor in is really simple. They forget to factor in that people have got social lives. They also forget that people are more susceptible to temptations, and there are other temptations out there as well. They forget that people have got friends or family that can have an influence on their weight loss goals. They also forget work can also have an influence on the goals, stress levels in relation to work as well, and friends and family. And they also forget sleeping patterns associated with work. And the most important thing they forget about is feelings. They forget about how people feel when they're overweight and how this can affect their decision making when they're trying to lose weight. And these are really simple factors that come in. And the best bit of advice people try and give you is really simple. And it's done. They say to you, it's just about having balance. I've seen it online where people go, oh, all you need is to have a bit of balance in your life. But what is balance? If you're a single mum or you work 80 hours a week or you've got 2 jobs, do you think these 3 situations have got the same balance? They haven't got the same balance. They haven't got the commitments. They haven't got the same lifestyle. They've got completely different. So their work balance or what they're talking about or the balance in their life to try and lose weight is all going to be completely different. If you work part-time and you look after a family or a family member, that's completely different balance. If you don't have to work or you choose not to work, your balance in life is going to be completely different to the person who's got 2 jobs. If you have to look after family members, like I say, that could be a full-time in the sense of that could be 80, 90 hours a week. That's going to be a completely different balance as well. If you're somebody who works different shift patterns, you're going to have a different balance in life. So when people talk about balance, they forget one really key thing. Balance is really simply creating a long-term sustainable plan that fits around your day-to-day life. Not anybody else is yours. It's about what's being personal to you. And this is one of the reasons we get such good results at the studio, because everything is personalized to the individual and creating a balanced plan that fits around their lifestyle. And if you think about this, if you want to create a work-life balance, you've got to look at what are your commitments to your family, what are your social life commitments, your work commitments, and any additional commitments you may have, such as I don't know if you're members of any organisations or anything like that. That's going to add more commitment to your schedule, and this is how you're going to start to build a work-life balance, but a program around creating balance. And people fail at weight loss simply because they follow a one-size-fits-all approach. Remember what I just said before? All you need is balance. So they try and tell you what works for them, or they try and give you a generic approach to balance. They give you a generic approach to the type of food you might try to eat, to the type of fitness programs you're going to start doing. Another reason people fail is because they know deep down what they're doing, they're not going to be doing in 10 years' time. So if you're somebody who goes on a 5-day, I don't know, like juice fast detox or something similar, that's not sustainable. So your programming when you're doing this is, right, I just need to do this for 5 days. And you know deep down that in 2 or 3 weeks' time, you're going to feel exactly the same how you felt today in the same period of time. And this is one of the problems. You've got to start to think about, is what I'm doing now going to be something which I'm going to be in a position and conditioned to do in 10 years' time? Because if it's not, what is the point? There's no point in starting something. There's no point in starting something for a short-term fix. Because you're going to be exact same situation over and over again, and you're just going to be revisiting the same feelings. And another one is, well, they don't understand the plan. Personal trainers are amazing at trying to complicate stuff and trying to throw a lot of science behind a lot of things. And then one of the biggest things at the moment is calorie counting or macro counting, whether you're counting carbs, proteins, and fats. And to some people, this is okay. But to other people, it might not fit, and they might not fully understand the plan. And for you to be able to achieve something and do something, you've got to have a full understanding of what it is you're doing and why it is you're doing this. But the most important reason and the main reason people fail at weight loss is really simple. They don't look at the real reason they want to lose weight. See, weight loss isn't about just losing the 14 pounds. People don't want to lose weight just for that reason. There's a lot of it attached to it. And there's a few questions you've got to ask yourself right now. How does being overweight make you feel? Does it make you feel uncomfortable? Does it make you feel depressed? Does it make you feel lethargic? Do you lack energy? Do you lack concentration? You know, how does it make you feel? Then think about this. How does it affect your relationship? Not just with your partner, but with your friends or family. I've had clients that have trained with me that have stopped going to social events through work or through family because of how they feel. So they're actually cutting off relationships and not socializing with their friends because of how they feel within themselves about being overweight. What are you most scared of about being overweight? You know, what fears are attached to trying to, to being overweight? Are you scared of this is how it's going to be? And what would happen today if I said to you today, right, you know what? You're not going to lose any more weight. You're going to carry on the way you're going. How does that make you feel? How does it make you feel that if you didn't go, right, you know what, enough's enough. Today I'm going to create the habits and make the change that I need to do this. And then think about that, how would it make you feel? And the last thing as well, if I said to you, by the end of this webinar, you're going to have lost the weight that you want to lose. How is that going to make you feel? Because while we might look down and go, you know what, I need to lose, I don't know, 14 pounds. I need to lose a stone, okay? The real reason isn't about losing the stone. Because if it was about if you were worried about being overweight in the sense of the stone, you wouldn't really be that bothered. But the reason behind losing weight is the feelings, the emotional attachment to losing weight. This is why people want to lose weight. They want to lose weight because they feel uncomfortable. They want to lose weight because they feel they can't fit into certain clothes or they're scared about certain situations or social events. Like I said before, I've had clients who have stopped going to social events as a result of being overweight. When I worked in London, one of my clients who came to train with me, he came down and he'd been overweight all his life. And when we sat down through the consultation, he was saying, I just want to increase my fitness. I was like, okay, no problem. So we had a little bit more conversation. And he was like, actually, you know what, I need to lose weight as well. So spoke about, okay, why do you want to lose weight? What's the real reason behind you want to lose weight? How does it make you feel? And we got a little bit further into the conversation. And it's actually the first time somebody's cried in front of me. And at the age of about 20, I was a little bit sort of, didn't really know how to handle the situation. But the truth of it was, the weight loss hadn't bothered him. Sorry, the weight hadn't bothered him. He had been overweight all his life. He was not bothered one bit about being overweight. So the weight loss and the weight was irrelevant. What was relevant was he knew he had 2 children and he used to play football with them. And he said that he would like run around with them for a little bit, then he'd have to go in goal because he'd be tired. Then he'd get to the point where he couldn't be in goal because he'd be that tired about, like, I don't know, bending down, picking the ball up or whatever. So he was desperate to lose weight so he could carry on playing football with the kids and enjoy his kids. That was his reason for losing weight. It wasn't the fact he wanted to lose 14 pounds or 20 pounds or whatever it was he wanted to lose. It was how it made him feel. And this is what you've got to understand now. If you can answer these questions here now, I'll put these below on a question sheet for you. If you can answer these questions here now, you're going to create a real reason as to why you want to lose weight. And then understanding why losing weight is so important to you means you're not going to fail. You're not going to look at the scales and go, okay, I need to lose 2 pounds this week, or I didn't lose 2 pounds, I only lost half a pound. You're one step closer to your goal. If you're focusing constantly on, okay, I need to lose weight, you're not really tackling the real reasons as to why you want to lose weight and how being overweight makes you feel. Think about as well, if you were to lose weight, how would it affect aspects of your life? How would it affect relationships? How would it affect your work? How would it affect your social life? These are big things. These are huge. And this is what you've got to look at. So when you see things like this, these are clients that have trained at the studios, and when you see stuff like this and all these testimonials coming through, I've deliberately hidden a few of them because they're pointless. If we look at Jenny at the front here, Jenny did incredible. I can't remember the exact weight loss she lost, but when you see photos, and as trainers, again, they're very good at portraying, oh, this is so-and-so, she look at her weight loss transformation. They forget to give you the really key bits of information. What they forget to do is they forget to show you the bits in between. They show you where they started and where they finished. You didn't get to see that they wanted to quit halfway through. You didn't get to see that they skipped meals because they didn't enjoy the food or they weren't eating the right types of food to be sustainable. You didn't get to see that they binged it a lot of the weekends and they really struggled to get their head around things like that. You didn't get to see the doubts they had or how it made them feel, the social pressure of their friends or of work, the struggles they had throughout the program of adapting to a program and making small changes. You didn't get to see the workouts, their first workout. That's normally the most scariest for a lot of people. You didn't get to see how that made them feel. You didn't get to see how scared they were, that they failed at loads of other diets and they just had it in their head, but you know what? If I fail at this one again, then that's it. I'm not doing any more dieting. I'm just going to accept the way I am. And they didn't get the fear of starting again. And you also didn't get to see how they struggled to make habit changes. You miss all this stuff out when you see a before and after photo, and it doesn't really create the true picture. And understanding where you are right now is so important, because if you can understand where you are right now and how it makes you feel, then building the journey, building all this stuff here that you'll see, you'll learn ways of coping with this and starting to adjust to it as well. So the best thing to do is write down now, have a full understanding, answer the question we've gone through, understand exactly where you are now. Understand, why did you fail at diets? Why have you tried diets? So let's say you went to a slimming club. Why did that not work for you? When you went to the gym, why did that not work for you? When you decided to go walking in the morning, why did that not work? Or swimming? Understand why things don't work for you. Why did you quit at something? Why did you fail? Why did you give up? Why is it you start a diet on Monday, but then by Wednesday you're back to where you are? These are things you've got to understand when it comes to losing weight, because these are habits that you need to break. When you do your workouts, why are the workouts you're doing, why are they not getting the results you want? You're going into the gym, you're doing a load of cardio, or you're doing weights, or you're going to fitness classes. Why aren't they working for you? And most importantly, understand exactly how you feel and the mistakes you make. And then from this, you're going to create a picture of your current habits, because your habits create long-lasting change. Okay, the habits you create will start to fit into your lifestyle, because they've got to. This is the most important thing when it comes to losing weight and putting a plan together, is to put something together that fits into your lifestyle and your commitments. They become second nature now. I know that's true because they are a habit. So you don't have to consciously think about stuff. If you create a habit, you don't have to think about it because you'll naturally do it. And fixes are nowhere near as good as habits. If you're somebody who does, like I said before, a 5-day juice detox, or You'll go to a slimming club for a few weeks to lose the weight, and then you'll come away and you'll go back 6 months later. Or if you go to the gym, you'll like pound cardio for like about 3 or 4 weeks. You'll lose a little bit of weight and then you'll stop. Or a common one which I'm seeing now, which is incredible, is women dropping their calories for 5 or 6 days to 500 calories a day to lose a little bit of weight for a night out. These are short-term plans. All you're going to keep doing is keep revisiting the plan. Now, if you're somebody who's happy to keep going back to where you were for the rest of your life, and that's fine. But most people aren't. Most people don't want to live like that. They don't want to live that, oh no, I've got an event in 2 weeks, I need to lose weight, what should I do? I'll go and live off juices for the next 5 days. People don't want to live like this, and this is why you've got to stay away from fixes, because you're going to jump in and out of groups and in and out of plans. And like I said before, going from class to class and being inconsistent is not a good habit, because that's exactly what you're doing, and that's exactly why people are failing. And the habits you create today, they'll set you up for your future self. They'll make things easier along the way. And there's 3 things that you can do now, which I'm going to show you, where you can implement and lose up to 14 pounds in just 30 days. And they're really simple. The first one you've got to do, you've got to go back through and you're going to answer. Now I'm going to put this in a questionnaire sheet below. You've got to answer these questions and really think about it. How does being overweight make you feel? Does being overweight affect your relationship or relationship with your family or your friends or your partner? And if it does, why does it affect it? Do you feel uncomfortable that you don't want to be in the same bed as them, naked with them, or anything like that? What is the real reason? Do you feel like you want to avoid social events because you don't feel comfortable in how you are? What are you most scared of about losing weight? About being overweight. What is the fear? Is the fear of you're never going to lose the weight? Is the fear of a family history of any sort of cardiac disease in association with overweight? There's going to be something in your head which you're scared about being overweight. And this is a hard one. What would happen if you did not make the change that you wanted? How would you feel in 5 years' time, in 10 years' time? How would that make you feel? And if you did just do that, if you did make the change, how would it make you feel? What are the polar opposites from the first question? How would you feel? How would it affect relationships? How would it affect other aspects of your life, such as work or social situations? Go through and really think about these questions and actually really build up a real picture of why it's so important and why you can't fail. And then the next thing you got to look at is start with manageable changes. We're getting there. Manageable changes and keep a diary. People adjust at different times. So I always talk to trainers about 4 different types of clients. You'll have one client who'll come in, you'll give them a food plan, you'll give them a workout program, bang, they're off. They make instant changes. You'll have other clients that'll come in, you'll give them a food plan, you'll give them a workout program, amazing. 6 weeks, they're flying. By week 7, old habits start to creep back in. By week 8, they're like, what's going on? By week 12, they're back to where they started. You've got other types of clients. The third type of client is they'll come in, they'll adjust to the workouts, but they'll really struggle with the diet. Then another one will come in, they'll love the diet, but they'll hate the workouts. So everyone's individual as to how they are. And what you've got to do is you've got to look at your habits. So you've got to answer the questions that we spoke about and the ones that are available in this download, and build a true picture of what it exactly is that your habits are right now. Because if you're somebody who struggles with the food things, it might be something as simple. You know what? For the next 30 days, I don't care about the rest of my food. I'm going to make sure that I eat the right breakfast for me. And you'll do that until that becomes a habit. And then your next step might be, you know what? My next step is I'm going to make sure that my last meal of the day, my tea in the evening, is going to be the right meal for me. Or I'm going to make sure that when I go out for the next, whatever it is in work, if you're somebody who's got a sociable job and you're out 3 or 4 nights a week, I'm going to make sure that I swap over from whatever it is you're drinking to like a short drink, like gin or vodka or something like that. Everyone's individualized, and you've got to start with manageable habits which you can sustain. The next thing you've got to do is find an exercise program that fits with your lifestyle, family, and routine. This is really important. Working out isn't something you have to do for an hour. It's not something you have to do for 3 hours. It's not something you have to do when you see trainers going, I work out 15 minutes a day. It's personal to you. But what it's got to do is it's got to fit in with these 3 things. It's got to fit with your lifestyle, your family, your routine, and your work commitments. So you've got to find an exercise program that does work for you. Once you've found that program, you follow that routine. The next thing you've got to do is, like you're saying, you've got to find a nutritional plan that fits with that. A lot of jobs now, when I'm trying to think of an example of clients, but there's clients in jobs, their work is that busy. You know, if we take doctors or nurses, their work is that busy that they literally either forget or don't have time to eat. And this can be for like 8 to 10 hour shifts. You know, so is a nutritional plan where a trainer is saying to you, oh, you've got to eat 3 or 5 meals a day, is that sustainable to them? Of course it's not. It doesn't fit in with their lifestyle, it doesn't fit in with the family, and it doesn't fit in with their routine or work routine. So finding a nutritional plan that's specific to you is really key. The third step, take action every single day. Do one thing. I always say this to my clients. Do one thing that it's going to move you forward. You know, whether it's making sure you've had the right breakfast, making sure you've had a shake after your workout, if that's part of your nutritional program, making sure you do some sort of exercise. You know, do one thing. Take action every single day. But the biggest thing you've got to look at is you're going to make mistakes. You know, most people fail at weight loss. It's that simple. That's why so many people are overweight. Most people fail at weight loss. But what you've got to make sure you do is you never quit. If you make a mistake, revisit that mistake. You know, why did I do that? Why did I eat something that I wasn't meant to eat or that I didn't want to eat? You know, it might have been something like, well, I've had a longer day today and I haven't managed to eat since this morning, so I felt a little bit hungry, so I went for something a little bit more sugary, or I went for some sort of drink or something. If that's something which isn't in your plan that you don't want to have, there'll be a reason as to why you had it. You know, so understand why you make mistakes, because then you can learn from them. And the best thing you'll do is make a promise to yourself. And the promise to yourself is really simple. You know what? I'm going to do this. From this day today, I am no longer going to. And then you're feeling what it is you're going to stop. And the biggest one, don't quit. You know, going back to point number 2, you're going to make mistakes. Who cares? Who cares if you make a mistake? Who cares? In all honesty, right, if you think about it, say you went for it in 12 months' time. In 12 months' time, and the first 4 months of the year, you made mistake after mistake after mistake. Who really cares? As long as you don't quit and you don't give up and we can learn why you made those mistakes, it doesn't matter. What matters is you don't quit, because if you quit, you're never going to push forward and you're always going to be in the same situation over and over again. So whatever happens, whatever mistakes you make, whether you're really, really good for the first week and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday you go on a binge, you know, learn from that, understand why you did that and try and make adjustments where possible, but never quit. Never think, you know what, I'm going to start again on Monday. That's the biggest thing. By Wednesday, most people are like, oh, you know what, Wednesday I'm starting to slip back in. Thursday, well, it's the weekend. You know what, I'll quit and I'll start Monday. And then the same thing happens the following week. And they're going round and round and round. And they're never really getting the results they want. So, you know, where do you go from here? This is really simple. I don't want to leave you guys on your own, because I've given you some information which you can really help and get you going. So I'm going to give you a couple of options. The first thing you can do, you know, re-watch this. Go through the sheets that I've given you to fill out. And go through what I've done and give yourself a complete understanding of how to lose weight, and why the most important part is understanding habits and obstacles that you're going to face along the way. Go and do a little bit more research. You know, try and find a nutritional program and try and find a workout program that's specific to you, that can help you, and it fits in with, like I said, your lifestyle, your work, your family, and all your commitments. And then what you've got to do is monitor and progress everything. So you've got to monitor your nutritional plan, monitor your workout program, and any mistakes you make, like I say, understand why you make it, but then make sure that each week you're making progress. So monitor and progress the plan yourself. The next thing I suggest you do is go and find yourself a support network. You know, go and find yourself and surround yourself with people that are also trying to lose weight, because if you're in a community, whether it's a group or whether it's people sort of in a social event, such as like slimming clubs, they're brilliant at creating these communities. Go and find yourself a support network where people are going to go through the same as what you're going to go through. They're going to fully understand the struggles you have if you do mess up or anything like that. But a support network is really crucial to doing this. So that's your first option. Your second option, even easier. Schedule a call with Reb3l. Schedule a call with myself or one of my coaches. Just click the button below. That's all you've got to do. Schedule a call today, have a chat with one of the coaches, find a little bit more about what it is we do, and let us put together a personalized plan for both nutrition and for workouts that factors in the 3 components: your lifestyle, your commitments, and your family. Let us put that together for you. Let us make that plan adjustable. So if anything happens over a period of time, or anything that we put into place which isn't sustainable, we can make the adjustable changes to that program to ensure that you carry on getting the results you want. And get a personalized plan. This is the most important thing. Make it easy to stick to. And the way to make something easy to stick to is to make it specific to you. Don't use a generic plan. Put together something for you. And this is what we're really good at Reb3l. This is why we get such phenomenal results with our clients, is because what we offer you is a really simple plan to stick to, where we work on creating habits and creating results. And you know what? You are going to get the weight loss results to start off with, obviously, because of the plans we're following. But more importantly, they're long term. We're creating long term habits. So you're going to be able to stick to the program that way. You're also going to have your own coach. They're going to plan, they're going to monitor, they're going to progress, and they're going to adjust your nutritional program, your lifestyle program, and your workout program to ensure that you're constantly getting results. This is all done by the coach. It's taken completely away from you. All you've got to do is turn up to the sessions. That's all you've got to do, and those sessions are booked in around your diary. And then you've also got your own support network. So at Reb3l, we've created an incredible fitness community. And like I said before, we specialize in weight loss. Okay, people coming down to the studio are coming down for the exact same reason that you're coming down. There's people coming down who have never trained in their life. It's their first ever workout, and they're unbelievably scared. They're going to be people in that situation. There's people coming down that have struggled with their weight for like 10, 15 years, and they've gone from diet to diet, workout to workout. They've never found something that works for them. You know, and this is like sort of in their head, they're like, you know what, this is the last chance. Or there's people that have put weight on and they've decided, you know what, I need help. We've got all different types of people that come down, but they share one common goal, and the common goal is really simple. They want to change their life and they want to lose weight. And you get access to these people because you're going to be training around these people. We also put you in a support network group as well, where you can sort of bounce ideas off each other and help each other. And most importantly, you'll have your own coach. You've got your own coach and a private mobile number just for the trainers, where you can contact your coach 24/7, any help you need at all. Your whole support network is there to help you succeed at this as well. And you can finally get the results you struggled to achieve. You're watching this because you still haven't found a solution. To either find a solution and go back through and take option one and do it yourself, I've given you the tools to do this, or you can let one of my coaches at Reb3l do the exact same thing for you, and you can finally get the results and finally stop looking and wading through the 89.5 million choices that you've got on Google, plus what you find on social media and friends and family. And it's really simple to book your call. Click the Get Started button below. Complete the application form, and then we'll schedule a call. One of my trainers, when they get the application form, they'll drop you a quick text just to acknowledge, so you've got the trainer number, and then they will schedule a call with you, the best time to have a chat with you, and they'll take you through the program. They'll also take you through what we've spoke about today. They'll get a basic understanding of your habits and beliefs and what you've tried in the past. And then you'll come down to the studio, you'll have a tour of the studio, you'll see exactly where you're going to work out, you'll see the classes we offer as well, the different types of programs we offer, and then you'll sit down with your own coach and you'll map out a fitness, nutrition and lifestyle program specific to you. And then if you want to go ahead with the training program, we can get you signed up with the trainer. If you don't want to go ahead with the training program, that's no problem at all. We can get you going from there. We can give you your program that we've put together for you, and off you go. And it's really simple. Click the Get Started button below, complete the application form, and schedule your call. And come and join us at Reb3l today. Like I say, we're a private personal training studio. We're not a membership gym. You can see from the photo in the middle there, they are bottles of Prosecco. We have a thing called Prosecco Friday. We promote a complete range of balance, which we talk about, which will take you through. So the guys who come to our yoga classes on a Friday, they can help themselves to 3 bottles of Prosecco. And it is about creating a sustainable fitness, nutrition and lifestyle program just for you. Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. Whatever option you choose, I either look forward to helping you at the studio, or you've got my details as a result of this webinar. If you need any help, please get in contact. Thank you.